Are your Lincoln Memorial or Shield cents worth having graded? How much are they actually selling for? Well, we're going to go over that in this video. We're going to show you some tips on how to grade them and how much they're worth in certain grades. So stay tuned. Hello everyone, this is Daniel and you are watching Coin Help You. Thanks for watching my latest video. Before I get started, I wanted to let everyone know to check out my live stream I had last night. It's a little over an hour long. I know it's kind of long, but there's a lot of important information in there. I features Robert Lawson of CoinOp, and we talk about different subjects and topics, mainly about the misinformation that we see online on coin values. So jump on over there and check it out, and let's get started on the video at hand. Some of you might have watched a YouTube video or maybe saw some auctions ending, maybe at Heritage, and you saw some really high values for Lincoln Memorial cents and maybe some Shield cents. And you can look at the PCGS price guide and NGC price guide, and you can see that these coins, some of them can be extremely valuable. One of the things to point out that Plus is even more valuable, and it's harder to get Plus. And basically you've got red, RD is for red, and you got brown. Brown circulated cents, if you're finding coins that look really nice in your change, brown cents are going to be the least valuable, red was going to be the most valuable. But just because a coin is red doesn't mean it's a high grade coin. It just means that it has the natural luster and it is more desirable. But yet the memorial cents are really common in red. I mean, you can find rolls of them, but the 67 grade is the benchmark for many of these. The 62, you do have one that went for 10,000 and 68. But as you scroll down through, and we're kind of scrolling real fast through here, you can see that 67 is usually the main grade that you want to get a coin graded in. And one of the things about that is if you don't, then you're ending up with almost spending more than the coin is worth. And that's almost every single time you send in a Lincoln Memorial cent, or at least you find a roll of them. Most rolls are going to be mint state 60 to 63. You might have a 64 and a 65. Very hard to get a 66. And 67s are almost non-existent. And that's why they're worth so much money. So as I'm scrolling down through here, I'm showing you the different values in 68 and in 67. And as coins begin to be graded higher, more coins coming on on the market and being sent to PCGS in bulk submissions, more collections are being bought, and more BU rolls are coming to surface. Some of these 67s are not worth as much as they used to be because they're finding 68s. And here's a 69. Here's just perfect examples of at one time the 67 was worth more. But that's what I mean. When you come down through here and you're looking, you want to look at what the coin's worth the most and what grade does that coin have to be before it's worth the most, because there's some of them that need to be 68 now. But this one here, an 86D, it doesn't really matter if you get a 68. I mean, it's hard enough to get one, but if you do, it's $80. Now, you might make a little profit on it, but it's not a lottery win coin. And another thing to do if you do have cents, if you're finding them in circulation, they're not going to be worth sending off to have graded. You want to find them in BU rolls, BU bags, unopened bags, things like that. Here is a PCGS photo grade if you think you have a really nice coin. Here's a 67. Now we're looking at images. It's very difficult to grade with images, but when we look at these coins, we can download the image so that it has a larger image. You can blow it up a little bit, and you can look and you can see. See, there's little marks on this coin, marks down here on the shoulder. One thing about it is it's struck really well, and it has it's not a late die stage and all, but the thing of it is it's not really what matters the most. It's just difficult to get an actual 67. Here is a 66, and there's a little more marks in the fields, but when you come over here to PCGS photo grade, you just want to go through the images and try to find and try to match your coin a little bit, try to see if, and see, this one has die striations. There's different areas on here. As far as grading them is concerned, you can have a coin that looks very similar to this and it would not get the grade. It's very difficult to get the grade. That's just the reason why they're worth so much. Sometimes it makes you wonder if they just don't grade them that high very often, and maybe the graders are afraid to, because I mean, I guess it stands to reason when you're looking at this, for instance, and you're looking at all these values, that when they do grade a coin higher, it does drop the value of registry sets. And I don't know if that plays a factor or not. I know I've heard a lot of people say that, but you know, like I said, I can't prove that, and I'm not accusing any service of doing that at all. But you know, it is very difficult to get these grades. So as we're looking through, like I said, it's always better to have an example in your hands. Let's say you want to look and see what they're worth, basically on Heritage Coin Auctions, and you want to see what a 67 looks like. So you look at 67s, and you come in and you can sign in, and you can try to find you an image that you can open up a little bit larger to look at, zoom in, try to match the amount of marks, the pattern of marks to your coin. I don't know, maybe it's better off if you just had a little bit of money and you just did a bulk submission to NGC or PCGS and just took your chances. I mean, that's about all you have to do if you really want to try to take your chance at this. Because if you're just finding coins and change and finding a couple rolls and they look really nice, it's probably not going to be 67. I mean, it's going to be very difficult. And then you come over and you can look at 68. If you can find a good image, it's not easy to find a good image when you're looking at some of these. Sometimes you have to go to highest first, because sometimes the highest first will have a coin that's, and this is a 75, and when you're looking at it, you know, images are just not that good for me, because I'm seeing all kinds of marks on the shoulder, and I've seen worse coins, but I don't know, is this a 68? I don't know. To me, it just doesn't look like a 68. Then we have 69, and this is a 99, and it's a Denver Mint, so they've graded this 69. So here's a coin to take a look at and look really close, see if there's marks on it, where the marks are at. You know, there's just some things, you know, to me, I look at all these images and I'm just not convinced of a 69. But we're looking at images, so that's opinion is what I'm giving everybody here. So let's say you do have some Lincoln Cents and you're really curious about what they've been selling for. Someone's told you they were worth a bunch of money. So let's say you have a bunch of Lincoln Memorials and they look really nice to you, and someone told you they're worth, you know, thousands of dollars. Well, just come over to eBay and see what other sellers have sold these for. People just like you that just put coins up. You've got misrepresented error here. That's probably shot with a BB gun. You have double dies. I'll show you a little bit about that. And here's some proofs going for a couple dollars. But when you get right down to it, here's one. It's a 70S. It went for $1.04 plus 70 cents shipping because it was a little tone. Here's a nice tone coin. So even if it's toned really nice, it doesn't mean it's going to bring a huge premium. Here's something else. It's 10 cents for a 66. Heavy laminations, which, you know, just laminations don't really add value to a coin. But as you can see, you can look through proofs. You can look through the 99 cents. I see this a lot in the groups. Just Lincoln Memorial cents in and of themselves, by themselves, MS, red, and all that, they're just not worth a bunch of money unless they grade really high. Here is the bicentennials. A lot of people don't know that there was different designs for, well, 4 different designs for 2009. You can also look and see how much they're selling for. They have to also be graded really high to be worth a lot of money. Here's one for 99 cents plus 55 shipping. You know, the design's different. You don't see them much in circulation anymore, but they're not rare. You know, just even 67, they're not rare. This is 67. That's your SP, so that's out of your satin set. It went for $24.49. This one here is another satin set. So if you try to find the mint states, what you want to look for. There's a lot of misrepresented coins. There's a lot of coins that go for big money that shouldn't. $200 for that, that's not worth $200. Not sure what people were thinking, who was bidding on that, but you'll find that sometimes on eBay. This is another example of exactly what they sell for. 99 cents is really realistic for that. You can probably buy rolls for cheaper. Here's rolls of them right here. This is $25 for those 8 rolls. So that gives you an idea of exactly what those are selling for. Then you have the shield cents here. And you're going to find a lot of mixed match. A lot of people use incorrect keywords or titles and things like that. But basically you're looking for coins that, here's a 2019 W, which is, you know, $13.93. They've come down a little bit. That's for those came in the proof sets. And we'll scroll down, and 2017 with the mint mark, it's the only year that the Lincoln sends out a mint mark. That's another thing to know. Without a mint mark is normal except for 2017. If you would find a 2017 without a mint mark, then you would have something. Otherwise, it's normal. $86, and they were selling 50 roll box. And then you've got, oh, you just scroll down through and you can see all the different values. A lot of these are graded values, and there's a reason for that. If they were worth a lot of money, then people would be selling them raw. And this one here graded 68 red and it only sold for $86. Yeah, so like I said, always do your checks. Remember when you're finding these that even though if they're red and they're really nice, it doesn't mean they need to be sent off to be graded. You want to go to the photo grade. You want to look up images on Heritage and try to, zoom them in and take a look at them. So hopefully that helped you a little bit with grading Lincoln Memorials and learning their values. Thanks for watching my latest video, and have a great day.